Now, as we hit hour 2, let's watch something more internet related, okay? Because we milked everything about Epstein and everything about Iran. I don't think I can give you additional hot takes because there's no more hot takes to give, no more analysis to give than the one I've given. We have a new video by Drew. Always very fun to watch. Drew is slowly turning into a red menace. Give him 5 more years and I'm sure this motherfucker's class consciousness is going to be through the roof. When you accidentally ruin your show. I have no idea what this is about, but it's Drew, so I click. Understood? Understood. Let's go.
Hey guy, I talked a little bit about season 5 of Stranger Things in my last video, right before the final episode came out. At that point, I was so underwhelmed.
Said nothing about Epstein and Chomsky. I did yesterday.
By the season as a
We literally had a whole segment on Chomsky yesterday.
whole that I didn't expect the finale to sway my opinion about it that much in either direction. But everything that has transpired since then is so fascinating to me that I simply have to talk about it. A finale so tepid, so unsatisfying that it caused millions of fans to craft conspiracy theories about a sequel.
It's about the enshittification of everything through the lens of the last season of Stranger Things. I love this. I stopped watching Stranger Things at like season 3 or season 4 because it was just like repetition of the same thing, and for some reason they just went to the Soviet Union. I was like, what the actual shit?
9th episode, followed by the show's creators going on a generationally bad press run.
I need some fucking money.
And a behind-the-scenes documentary that more than anything else only made the two of them look dumb.
I mean, the thing that's cool is the giant monster.
Let's start with the finale
Oh my
itself,
God.
which was released the night of New Year's Eve. That's fine, it's not like I had plans or anything. I don't know why I said it like that. It was fine and I didn't have plans. Here's everything that pissed me off in the finale. 1, the long ass cut to black when Steve fell. Oh no! Oh, thank God. They caught him. This was the most SpongeBob roller coaster ass moment of the entire show. I did not think for 1 second that Steve was gonna die here because nobody with significant screen time ever dies in this show. They didn't even kill off
Stranger Things, more like Stranger Israel.
one of the Wheeler parents who got brutally attacked by monsters.
Everyone will die.
It's gonna be okay.
Or Murray, who has no personality and speaks only
80% of the fucking show is just brand placement, brand placement, brand placement, brand placement. I don't know if you noticed that as well. Brand placement. Like, I stopped watching it a long time ago, but after everybody was shit-talking the last season so much, I kind of sped through a few episodes, and I was like, oh my God, it's just brand placement? It's like, look at this product that exists now. It also existed in the 80s. Look at this interesting, strange packaging that they had back then. We are Americans, and we are depicting 80s culture exclusively through commodities, because that's what our culture is. Also, look at this child character. She has lip fillers and Botox. That was somehow allowed. What the fuck?
in quips.
You get too loud in the sex, she shush you?
If he died in
I am a Botox discriminator. No, I do not believe in equal rights to employment as an actor when you have Botox. No. Your job is to move face appropriately to depict emotion. Botox is fine. Do your thing. Whatever. Fucking straighten out your face. Look like Lizard Man 3000. It's your body, your choice. God bless. Except when you're an actor. You don't get to do Botox. That's it. End of fucking conversation. Your entire job is to be able to move your face around, to display emotion. When you have too much Botox, you cannot do that. Therefore, you should not be, you should not be hired. What the fuck? Yes. Unless you're playing a character that has a lot of Botox. End of conversation. Next.
in some embarrassing and hilarious way, everyone would have given you a standing ovation. But they didn't even have the balls to do that. So I'm supposed to think that we're gonna come back from this blackout with fan favorite Steve Harrington just dead on the ground? No. This is the cinematic equivalent of playing peekaboo. You're treating me like a baby.
The idea of him saving Steve, you know, this is gonna really mess with people.
Unfortunately, one person that does die is Kali. Rest in peace. Not that this contradicts my point at all, because I'm pretty sure she was on screen for a total of like 10 minutes the entire series. She was in one episode 8 years ago, and they brought her back just to kill her. This was played.
And you know, no, I will not. I'm keeping YUGOPNIK in the basement. Okay, YUGOPNIK is not coming out. YUGOPNIK wanted to say something, but YUGOPNIK must be silenced. Okay, no YUGOPNIK. Do not bring attention to her ethnicity, and then the fact that she was only used as the first character that dies. No YUGOPNIK. Bad YUGOPNIK. Back to the basement with you. Thank you very much, Juro. Nice to see you, baby. For Israel. Thank you very much. For the 17 months. Oh, so funny.
Like it's supposed to be this really emotional moment, but I'm sorry, I don't care about this character. She's not part of the show. It actually makes me kind of mad because the Duffers clearly are trying to have their cake and eat it too. They want us to be sad when they kill someone, but they don't want to kill anyone who would actually make us sad. And even if they do, they'll follow it up with, or maybe we didn't. Guys, please don't be mad at us. The one cool moment that actually shocked me in this finale was when Vecna tricks Hopper into shooting Elle, and for a few seconds, we think something terrible just happened. It's so jarring and unexpected and serves as this temporary reminder of how powerful the villain is supposed to be. But nothing really comes out of this. I mean, sure, it throws a little bit of a wrench in their plan, but they figure everything out anyway.
This is gonna really mess with people.
Really, this just feels like a big missed opportunity. Why wasn't Vecna doing shit like this the whole season? This guy can give people vivid hallucinations. He could have spent the past few months slowly eroding everybody's trust, making them question what's real. Even
that's my favorite, when you agitate for a character and you keep saying that this guy is unbeatable, like, this is going to be the great terror that will envelop the world. Like, winter is coming, and then winter came and it was one episode. They just beat them, like, they just, in classic combat, the unending army of White Walkers, they just did classic combat and they beat them. Okay, same here, like, you know, the alternate dimension, Vecna, everybody did like, literally unbeatable. Meanwhile, 10 children beat them. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
to the point that they start turning on each other. Think of how much more tension that could have added.
Hrvatska, moja lipa.
How much more formidable it would have made your main villain. Instead, he spent the whole season running a daycare. We spent more time watching him intimidate a bunch of random kids that we don't know than we spent more time watching him intimidate a bunch of random kids.
What was the name of this character? Come on, kids in chat. Not kids in chat, young people in chat. Give me name. What was the name? Derek. Wait. Okay.
Suck my fat one! Jesus, what?
Smells like ass in here, dipshit.
Probably from all my farts.
Do you know who I am?
An evil child kidnapper.
Got any questions? Direct them to him.
Where might I relieve myself? Ken? If I may interject, officer, I've seen what's coming. And no disrespect meant, but you and your men can't protect shit! And I will lead you to our savior, to safety. Derek's gone mental. Monsters are coming and you're all gonna die. Ha 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 ha.
Disgusting.
I've
Mom
seen
wants
what's
you down
coming.
for dinner.
Mom can suck a fat one.
Looks super good.
I've seen what's coming, and no disrespect meant, but you and your men can't protect shit! The monsters are coming and you're all gonna die. Mom can suck a fat one. Probably from all my farts. Eat dirt!
And remember, you're not dipshit Derek. You're
Delightful Derek.
I love
I've
edits
seen what-
like this, man. Who like actually does this like in their free time? That is the definition of a person that contributes to society, man. Like people that do edits. People that do tough edits. Like I love them. Me. Really you do? That is sick as hell. Thank you for your contribution to society. No fucking joke. If you're not being ironic, like I love people that just do tough edits. Sometimes they make money out of it, God bless. Sometimes they don't. They just do tough edits. What the fuck? Chuck was like, we must have 20. We must have 20 Western taxes on this fine day. Thank you, Chuck, you beautiful son of a bitch. Thank you very much, Chuck. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Western taxpayers do exist here. White Western taxpayers' lives matter. Oh. So beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you very much. But now tell me, do you want a gamba or are you going to be really nice and not gamba? Puts me over 100 taxes. Yes, it does. You're a fucking legend. You are a legend. Do you want to roll, Chuck? Please say no. Say no. I don't want to go broke. Or you can, and it's going to be very fun. You want a gamba or yes? Fuck it. Yes. Son of a bitch. Odd or even. Odd or even.
There are no hands on the clock.
Odd or even.
Why? Because they're not needed.
What time is it?
I got this. I got this. Odd.
God damn it! Viva la revolution!
Baby, yeah. Thank you for trying, you son of a bitch. Thank you for trying. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Thank you very much for trying. Oh, shit, I almost shat bricks, bro. Oh.
You really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night.
Spin that wheel.
Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing.
Thank you very much for trying. I am leading 2-1 with today's gamba. 2-1 for Hugo. I'm just better than you. I am just a superior gambler. 6 is odd on my planet. According to Hugo, over the course of several streams, the following numbers are odd somehow. 4, 6, 4, again, and 8. Scientists are still studying this and will get back to us soon.
Kids that we don't know than we did watching the relationships of the core characters actually get developed in a
Thank you, Chuck, again. That's very kind of you.
Meaningful way. Anyway, eventually the gang moves from one blue screen to another, only this one looks worse. And we get to see them walk and talk, and they walk and they talk. And now, it's finally time for the ultimate battle. 10 years of Stranger Things has led to this moment. A climactic showdown between our scrappy...
Oh, and that... Oh, have you seen this as well? Wait. Gun guys. I have a lot of gun guys in here always. Gun guys. What's it called? Stranger Things, right? Stranger Things gun. Look at this.
Nancy Wheeler, Season 5, Episode 8. Cornered. Nancy Wheeler, Season 5, Episode... Nancy Wheeler, Season 5, Episode... Nancy Wheeler, Season 5, Episode... Wheeler, Season 5, Episode...
What the fuck is that? What the hell was that? I love how sweet some of you are. The way she is reloading.
Nancy Wheeler, Season 5, Episode...
I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my lord.
Nancy Wheeler, Season 5, Episode 8. Nancy Wheeler, Season...
I need somebody in slow-mo. There was one in slow-mo. Come on. I fucking die of cringe. I do as well. Do I own a firearm? Yes, I do in my home country. I have a gun license and everything. I own 2. Also, I don't know if you see something behind me.
Group of teenagers and when
yeah, but that was pretty insane. You don't rack it on the actual... Do you see what she is racking, my friend? She is racking this. She is not racking this. She is racking this. Do you understand what I'm saying? She is racking this. Play again. Which scare, what the fuck? Stranger Things gun. If anybody can find like the slow motion.
Nancy Wheeler, season 5, episode 8.
Guys, she's racking
Nancy
on top.
Wheeler.
She doesn't push it back and then racks it from here. She's racking the... I mean, bro.
Season 5, episode... Nancy Wheeler, season 5,
No,
episode
no, she's
8.
not.
Nancy Wheeler, season 5, episode... Nancy Wheeler, season 5, episode...
She's like pushing her thumb on the side. It's called gun jorking. It's the carry handle, yes. It's just the handle. It's just the handle. Oh. And she's, I think she's like the character that like knows how to use guns. And one would expect for the production team to spend some extra money and send her to a few ranges so that she can get properly educated. I don't know what this range is, but it's pretty insane what it teaches. Like, have you seen shit like this?
Teenagers and
oh my God!
Versus when
Drew, shut the fuck up. Like, look at the type of shit they teach these people. Like, this is, I don't know. I'm not like an expert shooter or whatever the fuck, but this looks pretty fucking capable. It's Keanu Reeves, yeah. No, sorry, that was cleaner than shit. Oh, fuck.
Stand by.
Right, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can, when you're developing a character that is supposedly really good with firearms, this is what you usually do. You pay for them to train with real firearms so that it translates really nicely when they act, because they are carrying the firearm in a proper manner and they're utilizing it against targets in a manner that shows that their character has gun experience. You know, if you allow the actor to have firearm experience, then the character will look more like they have firearm experience. And a show like Stranger Things with that big of a budget should do that. But because they are following the profit motive, corner cutting and just, you know, printing out content for the sake of content, they don't do that, which directly leads to decline in quality that is directly linked to the profit motive, right? This is called a range. I know what a range is. What the fuck, bro? Why are you passive aggressive? I mean, it is strange things to say. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking... I mean, it is strange things to see. That is... Not for you, lol, for chat. Okay, okay. Center axis relock. What is that, my friend? John Wick? That's what I'm supposed to search? Car technique.
All right, folks. What I'm going to do tonight is shoot an indoor match. I'm going to try to, targets permit, shoot.
What?
All right, folks.
We're all John Wick, brother. Brother, we are John Rick. John Rick. But I'm John Rick. Thank you, Pandas. Real OG, man. Even has that title first, bro. Founder 25 months. Thank you, Big D. Thank you. Well, yeah. What the jeez, the hell? Okay.
Winona Ryder versus one of the most dangerous and evil freaks the world has ever known, taking the form of the Mind Flayer, a 100-foot-tall beast with sprawling tentacle arms. They killed him. They just jumped inside and chopped him up. The final battle was so quick and easy and so early into the runtime of the episode that I thought surely the other shoe is about to drop. It's classic misdirection. You think you beat the boss, only to realize there's actually a second phase and you already set down your controller. But no, that was it. No Demogorgons to deal with, no Demodogs, Demobats, not even like a Democockroach? Nothing? A group of 16-year-olds with a spear and a flare gun took down Satan himself without even getting a scratch. Dustin has a bigger scar from getting punched by another teenager than any of these people do from fighting this. You know this saying about how if you want to boil a frog, you have to like slowly turn the temperature of the water up to keep him from jumping out? Kind of a weird way to describe that specific phenomenon, but almost exactly how I felt watching Stranger Things in this moment. I don't think it truly set in how far we strayed from where we started until the water was already 200 degrees and my little frog ass was getting boiled. But if you showed me this clip in 2016, right after I finished watching the first season, I would be like, what the fuck? I just finished watching this small town sci-fi mystery noir, and this looks like a scene from Avengers.
The entire attraction of the show was that they are fighting against an unbeatable enemy and they are just regular everyday Joes. And then you end the show by turning them into Avengers Endgame. I agree with him completely. They're superheroes now. Expert gun cockers and shit. And they just kill it. They just beat the shit out of it. So how did the why was the army incapable of defeating this? Why did the army think that they can utilize this? This is a waste of time. Imagine this against the Abrams tank. Or against like just 3 Ukrainian drone pilots. Demogorgon my ass. Give me 3 Ukrainian or Russian drone pilots and we're done. Demogorgon до свидания, пожалуйста. Все хорошо, пока-пока, товарищ. Like, what were they so scared of? What were they so scared of? Because they didn't use the power of friendship. The power of friendship. How was this the final boss fight? That's the question. Actual Americans against the Chinese. Yeah, I watched that. It's interesting. But it's always like the games, you know. It's too sported up, if you know what I mean. I can't explain it. Anyways, we are reaching hour 2, which means I must remind you that you should subscribe. Personally, use your Prime. Personally, use your $6 or $4 or $2 or $1 or 50 cents, depending on where you're from. Or oil me up. And for every oiler that gives more than 5 subs, we spin this circle. Pay your taxes. Western taxpayers, you see this number must always be higher. Etc., etc. Now, because Gamba is on, you can punish me, you can spin the wheel, you can have some fun, you can have the heart pump, you can also feel like you're doing an illegal thing because it is borderline illegal here, but we somehow made it legal, etc., etc. Lots of factors out there. Maybe you hate me, maybe you don't want to support my show, maybe you want to see me suffer. Well, by subscribing and gambling, you can potentially see me suffer because I lose money if I have to buy the subs for you guys. This does not apply to chatters with subs that are $4 or under. You don't get to Gamba. Respectfully. I will never be able to guess, but yeah, that would be very rude. And that's it. Gamba, all me up, pay your taxes, support the show. Feel good about it. Very nice, very good.
Endgame.
Gamba good. Gamba ethical, Gamba very based.
And you'd be like, wait, how do you know what Avengers Endgame looks like? That's not coming out for another 3 years. And I'd be like, I don't know. The trajectory this show went on is baffling. The dialogue got dumbed down to appeal to a younger audience, even though, in theory, the audience should have just gotten older. Because that's how time works. And for a series that was filled with so many cool elements of sci-fi.
I mean, it did get older. Like, they live in a very progressive town. They allow children to have lip implants and lip fillers and Botox, bro.
Horror to all culminate in this ugly green screen action sequence where one character does a big jump is such a letdown. Because of how lackluster this all was, and because we were still like halfway through the episode, I thought, surely there's going to be something more. My anticipation slowly grew into disappointment as I realized the hour of runtime remaining was just a gratuitously long epilogue, filled to the brim with what this season did best. Characters in a circle talking about the things they're going to do.
Thank you.
After all this time, years of investment into the show, and the final word of legible dialogue is fart. No, this can't be right. I don't believe it.
What about all the clues?
The set pieces, they were the wrong color. The song at the end has only been used when something on the show isn't real. Steve wouldn't coach baseball. He was on the basketball team. And what about the clocks? And all of those weird Will lines where he would insist on being cold and he would get facts about his memories mixed up. He must be under Vecna's control. Maybe we're under Vecna's control.
And there's a secret 9th episode dropping tonight. If you type secret ending into Netflix, it takes you right to Stranger Things. The Morse code literally translates to "You did not stop me."
The Duffer Brothers wear two very particular t-shirts.
Right after Steve falls, the screen goes black for 7 seconds.
Why did Netflix release a trailer?
Their graduation colors are orange.
And why are they selling a flashlight?
Did we just predict the biggest plot twist in television history?
That's right. This finale was fake. They made the whole season bad on purpose to get us to let our guard down. But the real 9th episode is coming out on January 7th. January 18th. Sorry, what I meant was during the Super Bowl halftime show.
His face goes dark at 8. Super Bowl halftime starts at 8 o'clock.
Oh my God, I feel bad for these people. Jesus, they invested so much time in this show and then it sucked. So they have to believe that it was actually, the writers of the show playing 6D chess and that they're actually going to surprise them with a great one. I mean, I was one of those people. You know what I did back when Game of Thrones finished? You know what I did? I signed like 10 petitions that they should reshoot the last season, thinking that could actually do something. Oh, pichku mate. Yeah, I know what this feels like. So I'm not making fun of you guys. I'm making fun of you for dedicating this much time and effort on a show that is exceptionally mediocre. Like I'm saying that you are good people. You just have very pedestrian tastes. But I still feel sorry for you. You understand? I still feel sorry for you. Son of a bitch. Damn.
Gonna see
mid-maxing.
The real ending.
So this is on.
You know what isn't mid? Gambling. Okay? Since the last chill pitch, not a single person wants to gamble. What am I supposed to do with my addiction? Am I supposed to go to a real, actual casino and like go bankrupt and you will never have the show again? Let's spin the fucking wheel, man. Let's spin the wheel. I'm getting the itches. I'm getting the itches. If it makes you feel better, I've been waiting for GRRM to finish the 6th book for 13 years. Oh my God, my friend. Seriously? For 30... The last book was released 13 years ago. 13 years ago. 13 years ago. The next one better be the best fucking thing we've ever read, man. 13 years.
Exactly. Which is like a casting website. The ability to wear a costume that fully covers the body. My brain went right to Demogorgons.
At first I watched that and I
lied. It was actually 15 years. Oh my God. 100% he did rewrites because of the show. What, you think he saw the showman like take certain directions that he originally wanted to take, and he was like, "Oh my God, no, that's actually a horrible direction." Look at people's reaction. What if the entire show was just a massive survey for the books? I tried to read the books, I couldn't because I watched the show first, and now when I'm reading the books after the show, I genuinely like my brain can't follow. Because I'm like, no, Jamie, why is Jamie Lannister doing this? No, Jamie Lannister did another thing, right? Like then I go to sleep, read like 50 pages, I go to sleep, and the next day I'm like, where was I? And in my brain, it's confused. Like are my memories from the show or are my memories from the book? You understand what I'm saying? So it's I can't do it. I don't have the intellectual capacity. I'm a stupid guy. Thank you, Flowers, Condensed Flowers. Thank you very much for your subby. Thank you very much.
It's like, does she think the only full body costume on Earth is Demogorgons? That there's not a single other character they could possibly be dressing up as? But then I went back and watched the show and I noticed something. Hidden in the background of just one frame for a mere moment is a Rocket Money logo. And that can only mean one thing. This video is sponsored by Rocket Money. As more and more one-time payments turn into never-ending subscription services, it's never been easier to lose track of where all your money is going. Today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is a super useful tool to help prevent that from happening. I've been using Rocket Money for like 3 years now, and in that time, they've helped me keep an eye on my budget, realize what
Oh, I don't know why that went mute. After book 3, the show and books begin to separate. There are countless subplots that are 10 times better in the books that they just dropped for the show. Yeah. Oh, no, I know the books are much better. I'm just saying that I am a fucking idiot and I'm not capable of reading it after having watched the show. No matter how different the plots are, the names of the characters is the same, so it fucks with me. But I'm very jealous of you guys. I watched episode 1 and 2 of the new Knights show. That shit is great. The new Game of Thrones prequel. That was first 2 episodes. Amazing, actually. I'm like really good. I really, really, really like the style, the direction, it's very Andor coded. It's very Andor coded, by which I mean, you're just watching the story of a guy. It's not about these massive monarchies and stuff. Even though probably the kid is like a Targaryen or something. I mean, I think all of us can guess that already. The bald kid is Targaryen, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's Dunk. It's not Alan anymore, it's Dunk.
And unlock even more features when you sign up for premium. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Honestly, I have to hand it to some of these TikTok editors. These videos are...
Of course I watched Severance. Last season was a bit underwhelming, but otherwise it's a great show.
So well put together. For about a day and a half, I was fully on board. I don't
Ribos is fine.
want it to seem like
A bit inflated, but fine.
I'm making fun of these people because really they were just disappointed in a thing that they love and they were still in the early stages of denial about it. If you go back throughout the show, there's so many lines and visuals that seemed to be foreshadowing something. That's why people had such high expectations, not because they're delusional, but because they thought that all the time they spent paying close attention and analyzing every little detail would be rewarded at the end. But once the time passed and it became clear that episode 8 was...
Same happened with the Game of Thrones show. I can feel you so good.
In fact, the true finale. All of these secret hints.
Industry on HBO, it's my favorite right now. It's great, but it's just fucking. It's a show about fucking and drugs, much more than it's about finances. It's a great show, though. It's a great show. My favorite show, I'm very cliche. The best show I've ever watched is Succession. No. The best show I've ever watched is The Sopranos. My favorite show I've ever watched is Succession. Relatively cliche, but literally a based opinion. Breaking Bad is fantastic, don't get me wrong. Breaking Bad is incredible. Succession is life-changing. Succession is just... Shakespeare. I don't fucking know. Better Call Saul is phenomenal. I'm watching it right now and I'm really falling in love with it. The Wire is fantastic. All of that, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying subjectively, personally for me, especially as a communist, to be honest, Succession was incredibly fascinating. Succession is really impressive. It's just, I don't even know where to start with Succession. Oh my God, I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
That everyone hyper-focused on turned back into what they always were. Bad writing and production errors. And all of that charged up excitement and anticipation turned into rage. Fuck the Duffer Brothers. These guys aren't playing 4D chess. They probably don't even know how to play checkers. It was so interesting to watch all of this unfold because at its core, Conformity Gate was not that different than a lot of other conspiracy theories, almost all of which are simply born out of dissatisfaction with a given answer. I'm probably paraphrasing that ContraPoints video here, but as human beings, we don't like randomness. We would rather ascribe intentionality to something than accept that the world we live in is just full of chaos. It's scary to think that a random person could assassinate a president, so there has to be more to the story. The show I've loved for half my life can't have a bad ending. There has to be more to the story. But sometimes there isn't. Will saying he misses drinking milkshakes at Melvald's even though they don't sell milkshakes is not some 200 IQ mystery.
It's just shit content. I feel like a lot of people are just growing up now. They're like, but bro, it's kind of sucks, bro. And the adults are like, yeah, some shows are gonna suck. But wait till I tell you about how much life will suck, little child. Imagine like a 14-year-old, no, not a 14-year-old, but like a 21-year-old is like complaining about how their childhood show is ruined and how it's giving them a panic attack, and you just tap them on the shoulder and you're like, oh. Wait till you experience real life, little boy.
Correct. It was just a writing mistake.
The show will be the least of your worries.
The color of this dial changing from gray to red was not an Easter egg for the audience to pick up on. It was just a continuity error. Maybe they shot it one way and then decided that red would pop better on camera and assumed nobody would care enough to make a viral TikTok about it.
Yeah, no, this is the main reason why the show started sucking after season 2 is because it turned into a commodity instead of an art form. They understood that they can make an absurd amount of money from it, and they hyper-focused on marketability. Then they Netflixed the living shit out of the show, and eventually when marketability is everything that matters, simplification is key to mass grossing sales and profit, and the quality declines, the complexity declines, etc., etc. It's a money problem. It's a profit motive problem. It's a very, very, very classic experience of commodification of the art form into something that is a very pedestrian version of its original form, because it becomes exclusively a product to be sold, not a piece of content or piece of art to be enjoyed. Okay? What's up, doof?
Regardless, the obsessive nature of Conformity Gate and the collective anger that ensued.
Me too, after season 2, absolutely.
When these admittedly cool fan theories turned out to be fake, almost definitely would not have happened if the finale was just good. If this final episode was...
No, Sopranos is completely different because Sopranos was ran by principled writers and artists first, and people who want to be rich second, okay? Stranger Things and Game of Thrones was run by people who want to be rich first and create lasting, memorable, interesting film second. But Stranger Things probably not even second. It's number 6. Stranger Things became like a hyper commodified show, like all the toys, all the. It's really a really corporate show. Let's be fucking honest. You had, what was it? Stranger Things coffee cups. why industry is still good and why Succession ended so well. Absolutely, those people are, the commodity form, the profit incentivized drive towards greed and abandonment of one's passions that this particular system motivates in us is very strong, but it is surmountable. It is surmountable. Not everyone sells out. We all partially sell out because, well, we have one life and we want to live it relatively well. The question is whether you sell out fully and completely dedicate yourself to the commodity, or do you preserve a part of what you're trying to give back to your fellow man, to your community, to your culture, to whatever you want to call it. You want to preserve the form without the commodity attached to it. That's the big question we all must answer in this little life of ours, right? Because you can either, if you're very lucky and you actually have potential career growth, okay? I was relatively lucky myself. You basically, now I'm talking best case scenario. If your life goes financially and career-wise very well, you will basically have two choices. You will have one where you fully optimize for maximum profitability, but you will have to completely sell out, which means you will remove your passions from your life, okay? It's all about cash, and hopefully you can buy your way into your passions. That's usually the idea that capitalism itself sells you. Or alternatively, try to find some sort of balance. But you're never going to be this rich. You're never going to be this rich. Like, I understand that by exiting the corporate universe or whatever, I'll never be like that wealthy, right? But I'm fine with that because I'm using myself as an example because I love what I do, right? I very, very much so love what I do. So I chose. You guys, if you're lucky, again, you will have that choice. Most people will never have that choice, will not have that choice at all, right? But that's basically it. Maximum sellout, which means dinero, dinero, señor, or half sellout, which means less dinero, but also a life filled with a little bit more purpose. Both choices are choices. Oh, I love the season 1 True Detective. Is incredible. I liked Mad Men, yeah, especially as an ex-advertising guy. Mad Men was good. Netflix productions almost always feel soulless to me as well, and it's very good. You are very, very artistically literate if you immediately feel it. I'm pretty sure Donut X0, if I don't tell you that it's a Netflix show and I play it for you without the starting logo, you would notice that it's a Netflix show. The patterns become recognizable by a trained eye, if we want to call it.
Isn't so underwhelming, it wouldn't have given millions of fans the most.
Prime is like just Prime and Sky Showtime is just CIA propaganda. Like, no joke. Now I sound like some fucking tinfoil tanky, but it's literally true. Prime and especially Sky Showtime or whatever the fuck it's called, Showtime, right? It's literally just American military and intelligence ABC agencies propaganda. No, Apple TV, not really. Apple TV still kind of has anti-establishment stuff and so on. Apple TV is the highest quality one, realistically, together with HBO. But yeah, Paramount is Paramount. I don't have Paramount, but I think like Sky Showtime is kind of Paramount. I think. Yeah, Apple TV has Tehran. Yeah, Tehran is crazy. Yeah, Tehran is pretty crazy.
Motivation to go digging for clues. So while I'm sure the Duffer Brothers never
yeah, they don't show the Mussolini show here. I can't find it anywhere.
Expected all of this to happen, it is still kind of their fault. And now they'd have to deal with the...
I mean, everything has a lot of U.S. state propaganda. I agree. Just I've been getting the highest level of... I can't believe I'm comparing corporations. What is this show turned into? Can we just spin the wheel and gamble, please? Somebody drop a $5 or more. I don't want to compare corporations. But if I had to choose, HBO is 1 and Apple TV is 2. There's some incredible stuff on Apple TV, but really impressive shit. But in comparison to HBO, everything is fucking shit.
Consequences. So then
Andor is fantastic.
Comes time for the press tour, where Matt and Ross would go from podcast to interview to television appearance, addressing everyone's burning questions with answers like, "We don't know. We never thought about it like that. And if that did happen, it happened off screen." Every day for about 3 weeks, I would wake up and see some new
Marxist-Leninist HBOist
quote from the Duff.
"We must protect the people's streaming service."
For brothers.
I mean, it kind of was the people's streaming service, you know?
That had absolutely no substance. What is
People's Corporation.
Even the point of doing all these interviews if you're not going to say anything?
Oh, what happened to Robin and Vicky?
I don't. God, certain things are open to
They're fine. Last Kingdom and Vikings is fine.
interpretation. I don't know. I truly don't know.
I don't know what happened to them.
Ross and I know.
I don't know.
No, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. We just don't.
You know, Marxist-Leninist show. Yeah, it's called Andor. Have you watched it? One of the main characters in Andor is a Bolshevik. He's a literal Bolshevik. He's like, "I will adapt to the tool set of my enemy and use violent revolution against them. I must embrace the path of violence. For I will be the one to sacrifice my soul so that other souls can be saved." Like, it's literally like, what the fuck? Uphold Lutheran thought. Like, unironically, my boy is like, "I am Lenin, but I put on costumes, and I'm actually a part of the resistance, not, you know."
No.
And to be fair, not every question demands an answer. You should certainly be allowed to let your art speak for itself and leave some ambiguity in the things that you create. But some of these questions do raise some pretty good points. Like, I thought it was weird that after blowing up the portal to the Upside Down, the military seemed to just go away. Like, sure, they're not chasing 11 anymore, but the rest of the kids did, kill a bunch of them. So I think this is a perfectly fair question for an interviewer to ask. Here's Ross's answer. My guess is they just sort of left. Your guess? Brother, you wrote the show. Hey, what happened to Murray? I don't know. And why did Vecna need exactly 12 kids? No reason. And how come Will didn't feel anything while the Mind Flayer was getting killed? He just wanted to focus on the other guys. Even when they did give answers, there certainly doesn't seem to be a lot of confidence in them.
A lot of people want to know about who unlocked the door in season 1, episode 1, let the Demogorgon in, definitively. Say now?
Yeah, I mean, that was...
Jesus, he could not give less of a shit, dude. He is just for the paycheck. It's so obvious he could not care less.
That's Vecna using his psionic abilities through the demo.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Although, Vecna didn't exist yet.
Stop asking so many questions. TV's for having something to listen to while you stare at your phone. In between gambling. Okay, I'm going to stop pushing it. I'm shilling too hard. I just want to spin the wheel so much.
At the time. Sure, he canonically
YUGOPNIK
was alive during that
I'm YUGORGON.
scene, but when they were writing it, they hadn't come up with him yet. So what was the justification at the time? It kind of feels like you're just retconning a mistake you made and trying to act like it was the plan all along. Which, to be honest, is not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna grill them on every little inconsistency from season 1 to season 5, because at the time, they never expected the show to go on as long as it did. The only reason I'm annoyed about this is because they said it would be answered. Months ago, unprompted, they were like, in season 5, you're finally gonna know who opened that door. I was willing to move on from this. You're the one who brought it up. Is this what you meant, though? That question would finally be answered on a podcast? I guess I thought you meant you were...
That's the problem, yeah. Not knowing if how many seasons you're gonna have and having to rely on the market to tell you whether a piece of art is good or not is already the systemic problem that causes situations like this. You shouldn't make a project bigger than its original scope. Exactly. A lot of these guys, that's how so many of these shows get ruined. Again, because of the fucking profit incentive, as boring of an answer as that is. And I know it is. And I know it is. It absolutely is. But that's the fucking answer. It should be one season. It would have been perfect if it was one season or maybe 2 seasons, max 3 seasons. But no, it's got to be 11 seasons because we got to milk it. I don't know. Have you heard about the game Assassin's Creed? Have you maybe heard about a little game called Call of Duty? Do you understand what I am saying? Look at The Simpsons. People thought the show was the GOAT at the time. And then it went on for another 30 years for some reason. Does anybody watch The Simpsons? I think The Simpsons are the great proof of dead internet theory. Because nobody watches The Simpsons. Do you know anyone? Let's do a test. A poll. Can I have a poll? Mods, can I have a poll? Do you know anyone that regularly watches The Simpsons? Who actually goes and watches The Simpsons? Who doesn't like accidentally catch them on TV? Millennials still do. I know so many millennials. No, they don't. Maybe, okay, they're Balkan millennials. Maybe that's different. But most of my friends are internationals. Let's see. Donut Secret Sauce, I do. You actually watch new Simpson episodes. Do you know anyone? Okay, we got the poll running. So this is not me asking whether you do. Whether you know anyone who regularly watches The Simpsons. Please vote in the poll. We got 75% that say they don't know anyone who does it. That's crazy. Like, how does that show still run? My father religiously. That is so strange. Seriously, your dad. How old is your dad? Okay, the dads and the moms that watch this. What age are we talking? What age are we talking? Ban them. What the fuck? What age are we talking? Hence the popularity of Yellowstone. That's a pretty good point. 50 plus, 55, 70s, old head age. Is Gen X still into it? Is it? Apparently it is. 69. Say no, 31 says yes. That's still a lot. 70% of all of chat, and chat is very international. We're one of the most international shows in the entirety of Twitch, confirmed by my Twitch agent. Internationally, 70% of people don't even know anyone who watches The Sopranos. And the that's The Sopranos, The Simpsons. And the 30% that we have, the 29% that we have, just knows someone. That is crazy. So, what the fuck? Where's chat from? All over, my friend. All over, Reno. Red Edge Planet, thank you for the 5, baby. Thank you very much for your taxes. Do you want to spin the wheel? I am winning 2-1 against chat. Chat sucks at gambling. You guys suck. You can't take my money, you weak asses. You can't take shit. 71%. Yeah, there you go. You don't want a gamba? Okay. I'm still 2-1. Thank you for your taxes anyways, my brother. Family Guy clears. Okay, I have to admit, I sometimes play Family Guy. But I watch Family Guy in the most Zoomer way possible. Just watching on YouTube. I watch like, I don't know. I write Stewie. Best of. Because that throws me. I was a Family Guy watcher when I was young. I was a Family Guy watcher. First, I started with South Park. South Park started becoming cringe, and I moved to Family Guy. And I know that in the West, you guys consider Family Guy to be like the cringe show for the plebeians, but still interesting. There's a new poll of where chat is from. Okay, that's interesting. We got Europeans, Eastern Europeans, Americans, Asians. Nobody from Africa, really? Do we have Australia? You need an other. Nobody from Africa. We always have Tunisians here. What the fuck? We have a lot of... We have Africans here all the time. That's weird. That's weird. There's always these 10 Africans here. That is actually weird. Are they dead? Crimson, baby boy. Thank you, Crimson, for the 5. Thank you very much. Just one person from Africa. That's fucking embarrassing, Hugo. But you see, like, America is 45%. It's not like 80% like it usually is. Africa originally, but born and raised in Western Europe. There we go. I guess where you're currently set. And only 2 Asians. I mean, the 2 Asians are because of the time zones. In the beginning of the stream, we always have more Asians. Yo, baby. Crimson, thank you for the taxes. Do you want to spin the wheel? Do you want the heart to go tuk, 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 tuk? Or you don't want to potentially punish me financially? America, of course, Central and South. Absolutely. We should have had Central, South, and North America, but it's okay. Chatter skull measuring time. I am waiting. Crimson, do you want to bet? I am not above being goaded into Gamba. Even. Okay, you do. Crimson, 2-1 for Hugo. I'm dominating chat today. Crimson bets 5 subs on even. Finally, I get to spin. Jesus Christ. You guys have been so boring today. Oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Come on! Fuck you. Eat my dick. No. Congratulations to Crimson. I mean, I did this to myself. Congratulations to Crimson. Good for you, chat. You won another 5 subs. Son of a motherfucker. It is 2-2. We are 2-2. 2-2. Titi. 2-2 Titi Tata. 2-2. GG. GG. So we are around 38% Europeans, split between Eastern and Western. And then we have 54% America, and then we have a few from Asia and Africa. Good job.
We're going to do it in...
Pretty international if you ask me, but yeah, when calculating for the time zone, of course.
The show.
Cut me some slack.
I think generally speaking, the reason why people are so bothered by these errors, even the minor ones, is that the duffers have spent years telling everybody to pay attention to everything. There are no such thing as coincidences. These details that seem random might not be random at all. They're actually small pieces woven into this intricate fabric we're waiting to unveil. And then the show ended with the most cookie-cutter ending of all time. So what the hell were you talking about? Another disappointment with the overly simplistic final fight sequence is that all of these creatures that have terrorized these people the entire show, that we know live in this abyss, just completely disappeared when it came time to fight Henry. It feels like such a huge missed opportunity. So why weren't any of them there? Well, it's because... Vecna wasn't ready. How was he supposed to know they were coming? It's not like he's some kind of mind reader.